but you have a job. Now imagine if somebody has given your job to a foreigner. There's no foreigner that will work in the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture that does not have a special skill. Not one.
Committee sitting for higher education, where the Central University of Technology is shown to be prioritizing foreign nationals over qualified South African citizens, using academic autonomy as a scapegoat to continue this illegal practice without consequence. This violates the principles outlined in the Employment Services Act number 4 of 2014.
The biggest crisis facing our country is unemployment. And some of you sitting here have the audacity to hire foreigners instead of South Africans. I don't care how you used to do it, but for as long as I am the minister, there will be no foreigner that will work in an entity while a South African can do the same thing.
Further notes that there is compelling evidence of systematic discrimination against colored African, Indian African, and white African employees in the public service sector. This practice contradicts the Employment Equity Act number 55 of 1998.
The same thing. I want you to know this year, I'm busy with it. Some of you that want to defend it will be fired. Because none of you sitting here would have had a job today if people were having the same backward thinking that some of you are displaying when it comes to local labor. Nobody in this room, I checked your series, has a special skill. Not one person in this room.
Calls on the House to support the call for swift and decisive action to be taken against those responsible for these employment irregularities, and ensuring that institutions like CUT aligns its practices with the principles of fairness, transparency, and the prioritization of South Africans above foreign nationals in the workforce. I so move. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honourable Member. Honourable Members, I now put the motion. Are there any?
When you explore Africa's vast regions and different civilizations, you will surely be met by a rich history, customs, and natural beauties that demonstrate the interconnections of this great continent. From the ancient civilizations that thrived along the Nile River to the vivid cultures that cover the streets of busy cities today, Africa is a land full of stories that are just waiting to be told.
Recently, I see there's a lot of information that confirms that all of this looting is also exacerbated by the appointment of illegal or legal foreigners, for that matter. There are certain positions that whether a foreigner is legal in a country or not, they may not be in such a position, such as security, I think certain treasury positions, all the sections of government that are excessively sensitive and that can put the country at risk from a security point of view or fiscal management point of view. We have a whole host of people in the SAPs, in the NPA, in the courts, in basically across the board in government, very, very senior people appointed into positions in government who are illegal foreigners, who have fraudulent, identity documents, who are foreigners also, even if they are legal, but they should not be in such a position, because naturally, if I'm a foreigner in a country, how patriotic am I going to be really?
You could argue that two ways, because in many cases, the foreigner ends up being more patriotic than the person that's born there.